live now, but the screen is black.
Because there's nothing, because you haven't started, you just wait, because seeing what we're seeing. It says Aisha has started sharing. Okay.
Yes.
I just got a live pop-up on my
Yeah, it's live, but the screen is dark.
live. But what?
But the screen is dark, so
Okay, we're good. It's good.
Okay, good.
Okay, so stop share until we can start.
Yes.
Okay, I can go now?
No, stop. I'm going to introduce you. So stop to share for a second.
Okay. One moment.
Yeah, it's live.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for our Workshop Wednesdays. This evening's workshop presentation is being brought to us by the 1,000 Women Campaign Weight Loss Team. And so the name of the program is Water and Weight Loss. Water is just so important for our health. It plays a vital role also in losing weight. And so Aisha, who's the team lead for the weight loss team, will be presenting, and also the rest of some of her team members are here. We have Daniela, we have Anna, who else is here? We have Althea, and yeah, and then we also have some of our other team leaders for our other teams. So thank you so much. Just quickly, the 1,000 Women Campaign is about helping our sisters, members, 1,000 women achieve their weight their fitness and or finance goals. So in this particular presentation, we're trying to help 100 women, including myself, to reach our weight loss goals. So thank you so much, and please listen attentively. Thank you for your patience. Go ahead, Aisha, you can share screen. Stop the share for a second.
I'm sorry?
Go ahead, Aisha.
I don't see the presentation sharing.
Stop the share for a second. I'm sorry? Go ahead, Aisha.
I can see her screen.
You can see it?
Yes, it says water for weight loss, fitness, and overall health.
I don't see it in the live though, but we can start anyway. Okay, so we're going to be discussing water and how it can aid you in weight loss, your fitness, and your overall health, right? One of the best things that we don't even think about when we drink water is that oftentimes we think we're hungry, and we're not. You know, usually our thirst is what triggers our brain to think that we're hungry. And what we should really do when we think that we're hungry is get a glass of water. You know, reach for that glass of water because it can help you to stop snacking. It gives your stomach the sense that it's full, and it sends a signal to the brain that that you've put something in your stomach, so that you can kind of curb your appetite and not reach for the snacks that you normally would reach for because you think that you're hungry when you're really not. It promotes satiation because it passes through your system very quickly and gives your brain the thought that you are filling yourself up with something that's like food, when in actuality you're just drinking water. You know, another good thing that water does for us is it increases the calorie burn. What it does is it tricks your body into burning calories while you're in a resting state. So, you know, it's a good thing for you to kind of get a glass of cold water and drink it. And then what it does is kind of boost your metabolism to kind of promote calorie burn. Another benefit of drinking water for a weight loss goal is that it helps to remove the toxins from your body, waste, you know, that you ever hear someone say that they're going to go get a colonic because they're, this might be too TMI, but you know, get a colonic because they have excess waste in their body and they want to feel lighter and lose a couple of inches in their stomach. And what that really does is it pulls waste like stool from your colon, and it kind of gives you a feeling of lightness. And water kind of does the same thing. It promotes you to go to the bathroom more often. It helps to break down the waste within your body so that it moves through your body quicker and more easily. And what you often notice is that when you're bloated from waste, you feel heavy. And you know, oftentimes people that have bloating and excess waste within their body, they have belly fat. So when you drink water, it kind of helps to push that out of your body. And that's why it's good to kind of up your intake to help to aid you with getting those waste from within your body. Another thing that water another way that water helps you with weight loss, it helps to reduce your overall calorie intake as it pertains to liquids. For example, many of us drink juices, sodas, alcohol. Every now and then, replace that with a cup of water. Those are empty calories, especially alcohol, empty calories that you're not even noticing that you're consuming on a regular basis. If you, one thing I did over time, it's kind of hard if you're kind of addicted to sugar, but what you can do over time is replace a glass or two of that juice or that soda with water. And then you'll notice that over time, it helps to reduce your calorie spend. So reach for a glass of water instead of what you're normally used to reaching for. Juice, soda, you know. Now for fitness purposes, water helps to boost your energy, right? It gives you a burn. It helps to metabolize, calories and fats, stored fats and carbs. And so carbs and fats tend to weigh you down. And when you drink a glass of water, it moves your calorie from a resting state into it tricks your body into thinking that you have to kind of work harder and kind of it boosts your metabolism. It also helps with your workouts because it helps your body to it helps to hydrate your body, which helps with fatigue and cramps that you kind of experience when you exercise regularly. For example, say you're doing hardcore exercise and then you get a cramp. Grab some water. You should really be drinking water throughout your exercise because it kind of helps to with muscle fatigue and cramps, and it kind of helps you to perform better as you're exercising. It helps with your physical strength and power, and it helps you to have a longer endurance when you're exercising because you're hydrating yourself regularly throughout your exercise process. Fun fact, athletes perspire approximately 6 to 10% of their body when they're doing physical activity. And we don't even realize how dehydrated we can become when we're exercising. So you should always be trying to hydrate yourself as you're working towards your fitness goals, water, Another benefit of water is that it protects the tissues and joints. It helps to lubricate your joints. And some of us might have we notice when we're exercising, you feel like rubbing with your joints and stuff like that. That might mean that you're dehydrated and you're not getting enough water, especially since you've decided that you want to up your exercise. As you up your exercise, you need to up your water intake. Another benefit of water is it prevents overall dehydration, right? We don't realize how much water our body really needs. It's necessary to do normal bodily functions, and you have to make sure that you're drinking enough water to make up for lost sweat, your bowel, to move your bowels properly, to make sure that when you have to use the bathroom, urinate, that your urine does not look abnormally yellow. Some people are so dehydrated that their urine may actually have an orange tint to it, and that's because they're not hydrating themselves properly. So you have to keep that in mind when you're looking at your overall water intake on a regular basis. Now, how can water help you with your overall health? It helps you as you're digesting your foods. It helps to break down foods in your body so that it passes through easier. It also aids in nutrient absorption. So when you're eating your foods, the nutrients that you're trying to gain from eating healthy foods, it helps to dissolve vitamins and minerals and such to pass through your body properly, so that it can deliver it to where it needs to go, so that your body can work at its optimal, at its best. It also helps to boost brain function and improve your moods. It helps to keep you alert, focused, and it also helps with your short-term memory. When you don't get enough water, you can often feel fatigued and confused and anxious. And you wouldn't even know that it's just because you are dehydrated and not drinking enough water on a daily basis. Water also helps to regulate your internal body temperature. When you're sweating, you're expelling water from your body. You need to replenish that so that your body can keep its normal temperature that it needs to not overheat. One great thing about water is it also helps with skin. It helps to prevent wrinkles. It helps to keep your skin hydrated. As we gain years, as we age, we lose collagen in our skin and elasticity. So that kind of leads to wrinkles and not having skin that it kind of makes you can make your skin not look as young as it would from year to year. So if you drink more water, it helps to promote collagen production in your skin and in your body, so to make it more to have more elasticity, so that it doesn't have the appearance of wrinkles. As we age, we all go through the natural process of life where we age and we get wrinkles. So it's better to continue to kind of increase your water intake to kind of offset some of that loss. Another thing that water helps for your skin is it helps to expel toxins from your skin. It helps to, once you expel those toxins from your skin, it also helps to make your skin appear clearer. Now, oftentimes it's hard for us to drink water because, we're used to drinking other things, so how can we increase our water intake on a daily basis? You should think about what you want your daily water intake goals to be, and kind of monitor that, right? Ways to do that is, get out the water that you plan to drink for the day, whether it be cold water, room temperature water, and if necessary, sip it throughout the day. You'll be surprised how much water you will consume just having the water next to you and sipping it mindlessly. Another way to increase your water intake is to drink a glass of water before each meal. We should all be cognizant of how much food we're eating, in that some of us get so bogged down with work and our daily lives that we don't consume enough food, and that also can kind of throw you off with your fitness goals and your weight loss goals. So be cognizant of what you're eating, but you also need to be cognizant of how much you're drinking and up your water intake, because that kind of helps you move towards your fitness goals in that way as well. So another way that some people are able to get towards their daily water goals, water consumption goals, are, I don't know if some of you have seen those fitness bottles that have the time engraved on it, and where it tells you 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and then you start to drink the water to make sure that you're meeting your goals as it's outlined on those water bottles. Drink a glass of water every hour, drink a glass of water when you wake up and when you go to bed, do what I do. I use a fitness tracker. Every time and it hits an hour, time for me to guzzle a bottle of water, substitute sodas and juice for tea, seltzer, infused waters, and then also you can also increase the types of water-rich foods that you would not normally eat. And some examples of that would be cantaloupes, strawberries, watermelon, lettuce, drink more soups and broths, zucchinis, celery. All of those things have more than a 90% water content. And you'd be surprised how, if you just do those simple things, your water intake will increase without you even knowing. And you're just kind of reimagining how you can move towards your fitness goals in something as simple as upping your water intake on a daily basis. Strive to drink more tomorrow than you drank today, and before you know it, you'll have kind of transformed the way that you think of what your water consumption on a regular basis. So, that's what I really feel could help you to kind of increase how much water you drink every day. That's what I have for you. Do we have any questions about what I've said so far?
We have some comments that I'd like to share. Carol says, hi Carol, I have replaced juice and water and a slice of fresh lemon. If I do crave some juice, I do 1/4 glass juice and I dilute it with 3/4 glasses of water. Wow.
Well, that's good, because in a way, while it's not infused water, it's moving towards drinking infused water. Lots of people do infused waters where they, will put mint and cucumber in a glass, and it kind of gives them a taste that's not regular water, kind of gives them a little extra. So she's moving away from just drinking juice to kind of slowly, incorporating more water into her, day, as opposed to drinking just all of that juice at one time.
You're using the term infused water, and I guess it means that you flavor it. Is that what that means? Well,
it can mean lots of things. That sometimes it can mean you just do something as simple as put some fruit in a glass of water, and it kind of will give you a sweetness as opposed to just drinking water flat. They also have these the little flavored packet thingies that you can kind of squeeze into the water, where they don't really have much calorie and they have usually sugar substitute. While I'm more of a water purist, where I prefer to just drink water by itself or drink a seltzer. Some people try to utilize that in a way to kind of move towards drinking more water, so it kind of depends on how you choose to, do it. Either way is fine, because it's more water than you would have normally drank on a regular basis anyway,
Another comment is, Carol, I noticed that my skin looks healthier since increasing my water.
Oh, definitely. It could, because water helps to flush you out. It flushes your kidneys. It helps to move the toxins out of your body through urine, through your stool, and it just helps to clean out your and it helps with your skin elasticity. Oftentimes it helps you to look younger. Because it helps to promote the absence of wrinkles. You're not gonna wrinkle as quickly because you're kind of boosting your collagen production when you drink more water.
Aisha, you could stop share now, and you could just, speak, have a conversation.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
And Daniela said that cucumber is a good source, I guess, for water.
Yes. Cucumber is a good source for water. It has, I wrote it down, it has 95% water content. So is cantaloupe, watermelon, lettuce, celery, tomatoes. All of those have a 90 and above % water content.
And Ruth in the Facebook Live says cucumbers are also a great source of water. And yes. Diane is saying she eats lettuce and watermelon to help because she forgets to drink water and doesn't drink juice.
But you know what? You can tell when you have a piece of watermelon. It's usually not. You can tell it's not too sweet. It's not like sweet like a lot of the other fruit, right? But you can also feel it quenches your thirst in a way that other foods don't necessarily quench your thirst. You know, the same with cucumbers and you can also, if you're not a fan of water, that much water, incorporate some coconut water in your daily, substitute a juice for a coconut water, about a glass of coconut water. It's the little things that kind of move you towards, becoming more used to kind of consuming more water on a regular basis.
I just saw I was just looking up, and it says that it forms your saliva and mucus.
Yes, which also helps with your digestion.
Yes, yes. That's interesting. And then it also says,
it does so much that it's too much to even, to even go over. But it does so much that you don't even think of.
Right. I'm just sharing some things. I'm saying it delivers oxygen throughout the body, and I think that's something that, I think that we should be deliberate about our intake and what we do. And the basic thing is, right, our cells need three basic things. It needs oxygen, nutrients, and water. So, and so, is it oxygen, nutrients, and water? Yes. And it also says, so it delivers oxygen throughout the body. And it says it regulates body temperature. That's interesting.
Yes. But that's how you get dehydrated. Like if you notice when you exercise, you're sweating. That's why really, as you're exercising, you're supposed to periodically stop and take a water break, because your body's overheating from, the activity that you're doing. So, when I am exercising, I drink so much water just in the course of the time that I exercise. If I'm doing cardio, I can easily drink 2 18-ounce cups of water in one shot. Yeah. So, if you're exercising the right way, you should be thirsty,
I don't like to drink water when I exercise.
Oh my goodness. I couldn't, I'd probably pass out.
Althea is asking the question, what are the benefits of alkaline water?
Well, I do have a little something here. Let me pull it up. Alkaline water is mineral rich. Alkaline water has alkaline minerals such as calcium, potassium, and magnesium, which is good for your body. There's also ionized alkaline water, regular ionized water. So that has antioxidants in it that kind of aid with your overall health as well.
Yeah, you mentioned something earlier, and I don't know if I heard it correctly. You said drink water because we want to make sure that we eat enough. Did I hear that correctly? What did you mean by that?
Well, what happens is it's two things. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. I said that people oftentimes we get bogged down in our day, and I'm one of those people that I either will eat what's in front of me, so I don't typically I portion out my foods so that I'm not mindlessly snacking. But then there's also the opposite, where if I don't do that, I won't eat because I'm so focused on what I'm doing that I won't eat. So what you should get in the habit of doing is making sure that you have your water and your food there for you so that you're on timed meals, because if you're not eating enough, your metabolism slows down, and then you're also gaining, you're retaining weight. You're not going to lose weight if you're eating too little, because your metabolism, your body's holding on to your fats because it thinks you're in starvation mode,
Daniela, can you opine on this? It just happens that I'm doing Daniela's diet plan right now, and her and my coaches were telling me this morning about you have to eat enough. Eating too little. If you eat too little, you won't lose the weight.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, I forgot to say Daniela is the team lead. And she's a team, I didn't mention Daniela.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, so Daniela. Go ahead.
So yeah, I mean, it's really like babies, you know, when a baby wakes up, we feed a baby a first bottle, you know, within 30 minutes waking up, and then every 2.5 to 3 hours. And that's exactly how we should be fueling our bodies as well. And just like Aisha said, sorry, that yeah, you're going to hold on, your body's going to hold on to. So it really goes hand in hand, the nutrition and the water intake together. And it's really good to time it. You know, if you have a hard time remembering, you know, once you start to get into the rhythm, you almost will.
Become second nature.
Yeah, the thirst will come, but at the beginning, it's really good to really have it timed. And
And
drink for water.
I wanted to also say thank you, Daniela. It's what, 1:30, 1:35 in Germany.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us from Germany.
And we'll have to do the health habit of sleep next.
Thank you. Get some rest,
Really
Daniela. Goodness.
Yes. We also have to be mindful that I'm one of those people where if the food is in front of me, I'll eat it.
Yeah.
Right? And it's because you sometimes mindlessly eat. Instead of doing that, drink a glass of water. Oftentimes, you're not really as hungry as you think you are. You know, it's just your mind, your brain telling you that you're really thirsty, but it's your brain telling you you're hungry. So drink some water, then reevaluate and see, am I really hungry, or was it just me being used to eating something or having something to eat when I'm really not hungry?
Like, you know, just wait 15 minutes, you know, and also. But if you're really like timing the times that you need to eat, then you
then you shouldn't be.
You know, really like that 2 to 3 hour window is really important to fuel ourselves with food and water.
Brain versus the stomach is a real thing. Absolutely true.
And
absolutely true.
And
our mind tricks us into thinking that we're hungry when we're really not, oftentimes.
But we can also be hungry too. You know,
yes. You know, you absolutely can. But if you're eating regularly the way that you should be, then that should really not be the case. You know. Yeah.
Exactly.
I have here. It also says that, I don't know if I said this yet. It maintains blood pressure. It says here that the airways need it. When you're dehydrated, airways are restricted by the body in an effort to minimize water loss.
Yep.
Asthma and allergies were worse.
We have to think. I'm sorry. Our body is made up of something like 80-something% water. If you're not doing enough to maintain those levels, then your body can't work at its optimal, you know, in an optimal way. You're kind of doing yourself a disservice, because your body needs to replenish the water that you're losing regularly, and you'd be surprised how many people are really dehydrated and don't even realize it.
Yeah. Go ahead, Stephanie.
This is a comment on Facebook. Ruth Jones says, I heard you mention dementia. It is very important to emphasize drinking water is so important for brain health. I'm presently lending a hand with my 92-year-old uncle who has dementia, which caused me to investigate into the dementia causes and ways to offset it. Actually, I think people should really reduce other drink intakes like sodas and sweet juice. Once you get into drinking water on a regular basis, you will find that you prefer water over other drinks.
It's true. People do what they're used to doing. You know, people are about habits, and they don't realize how much something is a habit really that more than something that they really enjoy doing. You know, I really stopped drinking sodas as much when I was in college, and I went down to, at most I drink a soda, because now I'm a pescatarian, so I don't even eat meat. So when I used to go to the beef to get a beef patty without the beef, then I would get a cola. Yes, right. So I get that once a year. I mean maybe every 3 months. You know, so you don't really realize how much you don't miss it when you stop drinking it. You know, so it's about we're all creatures of habit.
Right, and it was so funny that Ruth said that, because I was just about to say that I read that the elderly, they do not feel thirsty. So when you're older, you have to really make a conscious effort to drink, because you don't get the feeling of being thirsty. And another thing I've read is that by the time you have a feeling of thirst, you're already dehydrated.
Mm-hmm.
So you should not even feel thirsty. You should keep hydrated, because at the point that you feel thirsty, you're beyond dehydrated.
It's true. I drink so much water that I had to stop, because I used to get the bottled waters. I had to stop buying because it was bottles. I'm throwing out bottles. You know, and it got to the point when now I go to BJ's and I buy the 5-gallon jugs, and that's where I get my water from. You know, the big 5 gallon. When I go one time, I get maybe like 4 or 5 of them in one shot, because I drink so much water that I consume so much on a daily basis. You know. But like I said, once you get into the habit of drinking it, it's the best. That's all you really want, you know. So we're used to just doing things the way that we're used to doing them, and it's about changing your habits. And the way to do that is to slowly kind of incorporate it into your day to day. You don't even notice that you're doing something completely different.
Question. We only have one youngster on here. I don't know if I should ask this question. Elise, close your ears. Did you say that we should replace our alcohol with water? Is that what you said?
I said, look, I don't drink, but I know others do, right? So, and that's, I didn't say to replace all of it. I said replace some of it, right?
I just had to throw that in there.
If you're trying to lose weight, why waste it? Why waste however many calories on a alcoholic drink? That's like,
by the way, I'm not drinking alcohol, Daniela. No.
That's like
asking for a friend.
Let me tell you, if I have to choose between the alcoholic drink and a slice of pizza or something like that, I'm gonna go for the slice of pizza, because to be quite honest, alcoholic drink, slice of pizza or whatever, I'm just saying, that's like a waste of calories in my opinion. Do you?
Yeah. Another question about like we were talking about the flavorings. Like I hear mixed opinions on that. Like you have Crystal Light, and then you have the cheaper versions that you get in the dollar store. And then, you know, I'm advised don't put anything in my water, just drink it pure. Is there really something wrong with that? Like, let's just say you do it. Do you advise against it, or does it really matter? Is it harmful to your body?
I'm always going to advocate for natural. If you need the flavor, why not put a piece of fruit as opposed to buying something that's artificially sweetened? You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna get the sugar from somewhere, it's better for you to have natural sugar than artificial sugar. That's just my opinion, you know? Okay. And then not for nothing, then you're also controlling how much of a fruit you're putting in, and you can kind of measure how much your sugar intake is, what the calories are associated with the fruit that you're putting in. And I feel like you have more control because it's natural, you know?
Thank you.
I know I'm talking a lot, but honestly, this is a true story. If my kids were on here, I would tell you everything that they tell me. I have a headache. I'm feeling whatever. I'm like,
helps with
headaches.
Water. It's true. Helps with headaches.
It helps with everything.
It does. It does.
And they think that I'm exaggerating, but I'm telling you, it's like, you know, it helps you with cramps. It helps you with everything. So
it did. Well, the question that you need to ask after you make them drink the water is, did it help? Right? But they're gonna tell you, no, it worked.
No, it's almost like they would rather take a pill or they want to take something to make themselves better. They really don't believe that water. Well,
I'm the opposite. I can't tell you the last time I took a pill. So, you know.
Princess says she forgets to eat. I don't know what's wrong with her. I wish I could forget. She said,
let me tell you.
Not relatable.
I used to be the same way. I'd get so consumed with what I'm in the midst of doing that I would have like an omelet for breakfast, and then it would be time to go home when I realized I didn't really, and even when I packed my food, you get so involved in what you're doing that you don't eat. But then that's how you also pack on the pounds, because you're so consumed with, and you're static because you're not moving. So the worst thing you could do is not eat and sit in one place for long periods of time. So you're not even working off, you're not even moving, you know? So it's like double. It's like you're doubling the your way into weight gain, you know? So eating food is necessary to lose weight. It's absolutely necessary.
Wow.
Well, I would like to invite, we have the weight loss team members. We have Althea here, we have Anna. And just wanted to know if you guys would like to add something. Daniela, again, if you know, chime in if you would like to add something. I know you're tired, but you know, give you an opportunity.
Anyone?
No, yeah, I would just like to add, like what Aisha was saying, that it's really, the installing those, making those little steps, those habits, and getting into the habit. It's really replacing the bad habits. If you don't really like the taste of plain water, and start off here putting fruit and drinking the Crystal Lights and anything that has like artificial sweeteners. It's going to slow you down also on your weight loss. It's kind of good to keep those condiments, at a lower.
But I always wonder, when people say that they don't like the taste of water, what does that even mean? What does that mean?
Yeah.
What does water taste?
I think it's a little bit, different waters can taste different as well. I mean, they do. It's really,
Well, they do, but you can't find one that you like.
I think sometimes people have been drinking juice or things that are sweet for so long that when their palate just doesn't appreciate purity. That's
because they're looking for that sugar. They're looking for the sugar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Initially, when I stopped drinking sodas, prior to me not drinking sodas, I couldn't stand sparkling water and seltzer water, But now, I add that's what I drink when I need something that doesn't feel like regular water, because I don't even really drink juice, So if I want something that's not just flat water, I'll drink a bottle of seltzer water or sparkling water, because that's not as harsh. But yeah, it's about retraining your mind to think about things differently, and then you realize that you don't even really miss some of the things that you were used to having.
And then also when you start to do that, it's really your taste buds and everything will slowly change. So
your princess says it has no taste. They just like sugar.
No, honestly, when I'm eating, I just love to drink with my food. And if I love to eat and drink, and I know that's so bad for your digestion, but I'd rather not drink anything than to eat and drink water.
Man, let me tell you, I water to me like water. I don't even care if it's room temperature. I don't care if it's slightly warm. I could drink water no matter what, So it's to me, it's like, I used to be that person, soda, juice. And then the worst juices that you could have, with the sugar content was ridiculous. And then once I had started removing that from my diet, from my daily consumption, I couldn't even tell you the last time I drank a juice. Soda, I probably had my last soda prior to COVID. So.
Yeah. Ruth has a question. She says, could you speak on the benefits of lemon in water from Facebook Live?
Ruth is reading my mind. I was just about to talk about that.
Okay.
Daniela, you want to take that one?
Yeah. No, I mean, definitely. Lemon is considered as a condiment. So in weight loss, you don't want to exceed 3 teaspoons per day, and that would use all your condiments. Does that make sense?
I guess so. The idea of drinking lemon water throughout the day is not a good thing. You put however much you're going to put in, and you leave it there. But water, I do know that when you drink a half a lemon of water, like that should be the first thing that you consume.
Yeah, right.
and it helps to make your body alkaline.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's for sure. Mhm.
And it also,
go ahead, sorry.
oh no, and it also gets your bowels moving.
It helps with the digestion, and it's a good, helps for those that don't get enough vitamin C. It's a boost of vitamin C, and it helps with kidney stones and natural flush of your system. So you can have it, but be mindful of how much you're consuming.
Yeah,
And
that's
also
good.
lemon could ruin your teeth.
Mhm.
Too much lemon can damage your teeth.
That's right.
Exactly. It will strip the enamel off the coating of enamel off of your teeth. Same way that soda does, and some of the other drinks. Yeah.
Oh.
And
Straw.
carbonated beverages damage your bones.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. Like really, even sparkling water, you should try
Mhm.
to limit.
Mm-hmm.
But I would wonder. I mean, Ruth is hearing us. I wonder if Ruth has something she knows about water and lemon, and she would like to share in the chat.
Right.
There's a delay, so she may take a moment for her to hear that you said that. Althea is looking for a good water filter, she said, because it's too much plastic.
Oh.
I guess we're destroying the environment with all these plastic bottles, all of us.
You're right. You know what? We there was a time when we drank water from you boil the water and drank it, but now we're so used to just, consuming water from bottled water on a regular basis that it's, I can't. I couldn't even answer that for you because I drink I drink bottled water.
I heard about a really good water filter, not Rita, but another brand that my aunt had found on Amazon in the States. And I'll ask her the name and I'll put it in the group. She says it's amazing. It's pretty big and she actually travels around with it. And she's 80 years old and she's really quite healthy. And so I think it's a good one. I just can't remember the name. But yeah, this is a good filter because you can save a lot of just it's going into another topic, but depends on the tap water. It can be good to have it for sure.
Right. Someone asked, "What is there anything wrong with is there such thing as drinking too much water?" There is. It could, the same way water can aid your brain to function better. It can also, too much water can do the opposite. It can disrupt your brain function. It can also dilute electrolytes in your blood and lower your sodium levels to a level that's too low. Because we have sodium within our body, and you're supposed to have some, but the water will dilute it to a level that is not good for you. So you should, while it's good to drink water, you kind of have to know what your maximum water consumption should be.
And what is it? How will you know that?
There's so many different it kind of depends on a lot. It depends on, do you exercise hardcore? Because if you exercise a lot, then your water intake should be more than someone who doesn't exercise. I don't know, Daniela, do you have anything to add with regards to water consumption and what?
Yeah. I mean, definitely it depends on if you're taking any medication as well. You don't want to dilute your medication.
Also, I know that your weight makes a difference, right?
I'm sorry?
Your weight makes a difference. Like,
it does.
It's eight glasses is the recommended general, but if you're heavier, you should be taking more.
Well, it depends. Some places say 11 and a half for women, and then some places say 15 for men, but then some places say 8. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you're between the two, that's probably a good range, but then if you're someone who exercises on a regular basis, like I said, I drink just at the time that I'm doing my exercise in the morning. I am so thirsty that I drink 2 18-ounce glasses of water just within the time I'm exercising. So, kind of, there are a lot of variables that you have to factor in when you're looking at your daily water intake and what it should be,
But if you are having if you are on medication, we have to be careful not to dilute your medication for sure.
Exactly.
And it would be like 64 ounces would be the normal, and not. But for someone,
Yeah.
even not depending on the weight, but if you're
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to dilute your medication for sure.
Thank you all, Aisha, Daniela. Thank you guys so much. This was very helpful.
No problem. I know I talk fast. I was trying to get everything in.
No, this is very helpful.
So much.
No, it was very thorough, very good. I would just like, we have 5 more minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you guys could take a time to pitch the weight loss team and tell everybody in SestraNow land why they should be part of that team.
Well, you should partner with the weight loss team because we're trying to have a group of women that kind of have a common goal of health. Each of us, might not have the same overall goal as it pertains to weight loss, but we all want to be healthy, and we can kind of serve as support for each other to kind of move towards that goal, whatever it may be. If it's losing 5 pounds and losing belly fat, just focusing on belly fat, because we know that's the least other health issues, so we can at some point somebody's going to have the same goal as you, and it can kind of help you to partner with someone who's like-minded in moving towards certain weight loss goals, so that's my thought on that.
And if you're like me and gained COVID weight, you're going to have to do something to get that weight off, because I lost 20 pounds before COVID and gained everything back during COVID, eating candy, snacking, and not exercising. So I need to pick me up and a support team. So this is going to be it, the weight loss team.
Yeah, so we will have some stuff going soon. We're trying to get ramped up and just get in a groove of things, but we're in April. Before you know it, I don't know how outside we're going to be with COVID, but
yeah, we're in the middle of a. Sorry, Aisha.
No, it's okay. Who knows what where we're going to be as it pertains to being outside, but you want to feel good whether you're outside or not, right? So.
And you want to look good on Zoom.
That too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And for me, I'm starting the excess weight that I have. Now that I'm getting older, I'm 46 years old. I can feel in my circulation. I really am feeling it weighing on my body. I used to be like Tika Ann, who's running 4 and 5 miles a day. Before I had my last son, I used to jog like 3 hours a day. I mean, not 3 hours, 2 hours a day. Run. I love to run, and now I can't even run. So this is like a matter of health, a matter of life and death. And,
it is.
This whole campaign is designed to really get our members, to get our system healthy and wealthy, right? It's not just, we're not doing it just because it's something just to do. We really are serious about our overall fitness. And so, please, as we encourage you that are here, those who are listening, those who are hearing later, this is really serious. This is a real way. We talk about how we want to do better. And we don't want to just talk about it, we want to be about it.
Absolutely.
And, so thank you so much for the wonderful team we have. And I'm so proud of the weight loss team. We actually have 6 leaders, right?
Yes.
We have 6, and we wanted, our goal was 5. And so, a great team. I know everybody's trying to getting to know each other and getting the flow going. But really, thank you so much for your enthusiasm. Thank you so much for your willingness
Yes.
to really make a difference in the lives of our sisters.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, we all want the best for each other, right? So, I mean, where we can help each other, we should.
So I just wanted to say we're in the middle of a weight loss challenge. It started before this group came into effect, and I'm challenging is a total of 15 women to lose more weight than me. By May 15th is the weigh-in date. We started February 15th. So I don't know. Everyone's a little quiet. I'm a little worried because I have to pay $1,000 to someone if they beat me. I don't know.
Maybe be incognito so that you to keep you guessing.
Yeah, I don't know. Every time I say, hey, how's everyone doing in the post? Like, no, everybody's like, crickets, crickets. I'm like, hey,
She's trying
what's
to
going
scroll
on?
to find out what I got going on? Huh. That's what they're like.
You know what, too? And to be honest, because of that challenge is why we have such a solid team, I think, because it was easy. I was like, okay, let's get the women in the weight loss challenge. So that really helped to bring our team together.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to May 15th to see what happens. So you all look out for that May 15th weigh-in day. Whew.
Well, it's funny. I yesterday I challenged my guy. I said, who can lose 3 inches off their midsection the quickest. so that's an added competition that I have on top of that. We'll see how that goes. He's very competitive, so
I think it helps, you know.
Yes. Yeah.
We shall see. We're getting ready for summer, ladies, right? Woo-hoo.
Well, we're getting ready for ourselves, right?
Yes, yeah.
For ourselves.
Yes. And so we have some comments. Thank you. That was great. Yes, it was. Very good job. Very good session. Be about it. Love that. Great job. Annette, my bet is on you. So win that money. Oh, sorry, Carol. I just got moving again last Thursday because I fell and sprained my ankle. So I'm getting back on the horse little by little, but I've given up hope of losing her.
No, you don't give up hope. You have 5 weeks. 5 weeks. You know what you can do?
It's a month, right?
You could do a lot in 5 weeks. I'm telling you.
Yes. Okay. I believe in you.
I'm telling you. Call me tomorrow. 5 weeks you have.
Yeah, in May you're gonna see me with sexier tops. Watch. You're on Zoom. You're gonna be like, I never saw that much of Stephanie. I'm gonna be in my sexy tops.
She gonna be showing shoulder and back.
All right, ladies. The time
Okay.
has come. This was wonderful. Thank you so much. We just some housekeeping. I didn't do a housekeeping post this week, but Monday is our 1,000 Women's general bi-weekly meeting.
Okay.
And we have some other great programs in store. Next week we have, Stephanie, what are the programs we have coming up? We have
next week is the investment team is presenting. We have an excellent presentation on like why you need to think about insurance, why you need, even though in the middle of COVID and even if you may not have much money, why it's always still important to think about your investment to make sure that you plan for the future. So we have 2 very exciting and experienced women that are going to present. You don't want to miss next Wednesday. So from the finance team, we're gonna hit you next week. So make sure you join us 7 p.m. next Wednesday. You don't want to miss Jenny Escobar and Joanny Marata, I believe it is.
Okay, I'll be there.
Okay. Goodbye, everyone. We can chill a little bit after, but I'm gonna stop the recording of the Facebook Live.
Okay.